The redirect. This is cross.
No further questions, Your Honor.
We haven't done redirect
Mr.
at all. She's
Vinny,
not going to let
Thank you so much for your time and testimony. You may step down.
Yep. No.
Thank you for your time.
Didn't do redirect before, so we're not going to do it now.
Defense, your next witness, please.
Oh, what's his name? What's his name?
Yes, Your Honor.
Jeremiah.
The defense summons
Jeremiah
Johnson. Jeremiah Johnson.
Johnson. That. Yep.
Mr. Johnson, please approach the stand. Make yourself comfortable. Defense, will this be adversarial or narrative?
Adversarial as well, Your Honor.
All right. As soon as Mr. Johnson is comfortable, you may begin once you're ready.
All right.
Are you comfortable, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, quite comfortable. Thank you.
Are we clear to proceed, Your Honor?
Yes, you are.
This shit's too good, Shot.
Where do you work, Mr.
Chris,
Johnson?
thank you.
I'm an employee of Popular Motorworks.
Were you working today?
Yes, sir, I was.
Was your workplace attacked?
Yeah, it was pretty brutally attacked today. You know, we were all scared there. It was right after our morning meeting.
Understood. Can you describe your perspective of the attacks just after the morning meeting?
Well, we were finishing up our morning meeting and we heard this crashing noise. You know, it sounded like a customer was trying to come inside or something like that. But then it got louder and there was a blue car that had come crashing through our garage door and smashed into the compressor there. I was heading down the stairs when it happened, and I saw someone getting out of the car. I saw my boss over there, and I saw a lot of stuff going on, and I just I was pretty scared.
Okay. Did you witness where the car had struck inside of the shop?
Yeah, if you're driving into the shop, there's there's a garage door, and then just to the right side of the garage door, there's a big air compressor, and it looked like the car had smashed into that, and they were trying to back out and try and get out of there, and driving really quickly, and not really paying attention to what they were doing. I didn't think.
Did you witness who was driving the car?
Oh, I'm not familiar with the guy, but I did see a guy with a red beanie or a black beanie and a red jumpsuit, a mullet, and that's I don't know the guy personally.
Could you point that person out in this courtroom today?
Yeah, it looks like he's the last guy in line over there on the far left.
Has Mr. Dundee vacated the peanut gallery?
No, he is indeed on the far left, speaking with Officer Bones, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Understood.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Alrighty. Did you witness the events immediately following the attack?
It's kind of a blur, everything like that. I was running down the stairs to try and find out what all the commotion was about, and I did see, my boss, had his wrench out, and one of the guys in red had gotten out of the car, and there's a lot of shouting and yelling, and I think my boss, Mr. Vinny, had come up to him, and he hit one of the guys with the wrench, and told him to get out of here because he was worried. He was trying to protect all of us that were working there.
Your Honor, hearsay.
Rebuttal?
Your Honor, I don't believe that he has spoken to anyone else's perspective up to this point. He is only recalling his recollection of the events as he observed them.
Oh my God, Slay, Slay, you sick fuck!
Defending his staff.
He said that he said something, which is where the grounds for the hearsay stands.
Yeah, no, I'm going to add an additional rebuttal on behalf of my paralegal.
No
the hearsay, you already know where I was going with it. Okay, thank you.
Yep. It is not hearsay, as Mr. Pistone is here to either confirm or deny.
God, I'm falling in love
what
with you. I'm
he
gonna be
said.
honest.
Whether he chooses to testify
What?
is
What do you
his
mean,
own
what?
right.
You just,
However, because he is
this
here
is just
today,
too
it is
good.
not
You guys are
inherently
fucking
hearsay.
insane.
The objection is overruled.
You didn't.
Okay.
You may
You
continue,
didn't
Mr.
know.
Ackers.
You didn't know that I was like this, did you?
No, not
Do
at
you know
all.
how I campaigned for my second run for judge election? I
Wow.
campaigned just with the PD that you
So
don't want me
to
back
get
in the
back on
courtroom
track,
opposite of you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sorry, Mr. Johnson. What did you perceive
Holy
Mr.
fuck.
Pistone do directly after the attack?
Oh, when the guy in the red jumpsuit got out of the car, you know, there was yelling and screaming, and Mr. Stone hit the guy with the wrench.
Did the person Mr. Pistone strike appear threatening in your opinion?
Absolutely, they were yelling and screaming at us.
Understood. And just to clarify, this was after multiple orders had been given by Popular Motorworks staff to the occupants of the car to vacate?
Yes, sir. We wanted them to get out of there because they'd been trying to destroy our shop.
Understood.
Go
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Are you familiar with the air compressor as a tool?
Oh, absolutely. I've been around them since I was a little kid.
Understood. What would happen if that tool was compromised by, say, being struck by a car?
Well, if it was hit by a car and, you know, there's cracks or damage to it, there's a big likelihood that it would explode or, you know, best case scenario, it would just kind of leak all the air out and be unusable for us. But, you know, worst case scenario, it would explode and it would cause catastrophic damage to not only the property, but also to, you know, bodily harm around us. Everyone would get hurt and it could cause, you know, metal shards to go flying through people. Those things are under very high pressure, and you know, if that thing explodes, it's going to send things flying.
Understood. Did you observe what happened to the individual that was injured by the wrench by Mr. Pistone?
Other than getting injured by the wrench, no, I was, you know, running around making sure everyone was okay.
Understood. Is this the first time Popular Motorworks has been vandalized by Mosley's employees? In your to your understanding?
Well, you know, today's the first day that I was working at the shop itself. You know, a couple days ago, I was working with Chip, you know, doing some other things, and he warned me that, you know, there was people that had come by and, you know, had been kind of threatening the shop and things like that. But that's, you know, I haven't witnessed it until today, and you know, I didn't put much thought into it, but. Yeah, I guess it really is happening pretty crazy.
Understood. Given your limited perspective on previous events, I don't believe I have any more questions. I would defer to my sponsoring attorney.
Bro, these lawyers are fucking literally slaying the fuck out of this case, bro.
I have nothing right now because I'm working on what I'm highlighting from all of the testimony for that one part that we do at the
Understood.
end. Okay.
Given his limited perspective and the fact that he's just
No, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think we let Vinny get up there and he does narrative, and then we do a little question at the end, you know, for anything that he didn't touch on, because, you know, he's only human, and that's kind of intimidating up the stand.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. I wanted to keep these two adversarial so that we could limit the scope.
Absolutely, and I appreciated that. That was a smart decision, 100%.
Thank you, ma'am. After conferring with my sponsoring attorney, we have no further questions for Mr. Johnson.
All right, thank you. Prosecution, cross-examination.
You said that you heard a car crash. Did you, whenever you came outside or wherever you came from, did you see a car pulling away or any paint fragments or anything that could lead you to something?
Well, there's still a blue car that was, you know, bumped up against the compressor, and you know, when I was coming down the stairs, that's what I saw, and then I turned around and he was pulling out.
Okay, so you, just to clarify, you did see the blue club inside the shop.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then you saw them pull out as they were driving away or driving out. Okay, did you see anybody in that car?
I saw the guy in the beanie driving it, and then I saw, you know, someone else in it, and that's it. I saw another guy that had gotten out of the vehicle, and that's the guy that got bonked.
Okay. Okay. Bonked with a wrench?
Yes,
Or
sir.
knife? Okay.
With a wrench.
Okay. I got no further questions. We got no further questions.
All right, Mr. Johnson, thank you for your time. You may step down.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for your time.
Chad, I don't want to speak because of my throat, bro.
You don't have Fifth Amendment rights, so you can't invoke shit once you get up on the stand.
Miss Fitzpatrick, even though the state currently does not have any Fifth Amendment rights, I do still wish to enforce that specific little tidbit.
You know what? We are of the same mind, Your Honor, and I have informed my client of that.
Okay,
He will still be testifying in his own behalf.
All right, Mr. Pistone, please approach the witness booth and get yourself comfortable.
Will do, Your Honor.
Dundee, stop hitting your employees.
It was an accident, Your Honor.
How do I go down? Oh, these are some stiff chairs, I ain't gonna lie.
They are, yeah. They really are.
Sometimes it's easier if you're looking through your eyes.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, defense. Will you be asking Mr. Pistone for his narrative, or will it be adversarial once again?
Mr. Pistone, if you would so please would provide a narrative to the court today, Your Honor.
All right, in that case, Mr. Pistone, once you're ready, please tell us your version of events.
Do you want the events from today or how everything started?
From today.
From today? Yeah, not a problem. So, obviously, again, we were having our morning meeting, get everything situated. We were in the office. We told the employees, right, let's get to work. As we were walking out, I heard a loud bang. I noticed the blue club pull up, hit the air compressor. As we were running down, they were backing up, and one of the individuals got out. We were screaming to leave the area because this is an ongoing situation with them. I also have police reports filed the time they actually sliced my tires, which Mr. Aziz in the courtroom actually took that report. And I just wanted them to vacate the area because we were just opening for business. I just don't want no part of them. Never did I tell Dundee early in the day that I wanted to have a meet with him. I told him he's the ruination of Mosley's. I like his other employees that work down there. I get along well with them. And he's the biggest problem. But all he has done is he creates his little posses to come down there and just cause headaches for me at all times. And this is not the first time he has done it. And today he tried to take out the whole shop by trying to blow up the compressor. One of the individuals got out. And I told him to leave the area. He was shouting, but there was a lot of shouting going on. If I remember correctly, he told me something like, fuck off, we're not leaving. And that's when I, out of fear for my employees, because I thought the compressor was going to explode, I hit him with the wrench. After that, they tried to take the individual where I rang in for 911 to please come to the shop. Dundee tried to blow up the shop again. I specifically noted again that he tried to blow the shop up, where I told my employees to get the employee that was struck with the wrench, bring him in the shop, get him medical until EMS gets there or police. That's what my employees did. That's why it escalated to the canals, because Dundee tried to take him because they were trying to get away like they always do. I've dealt with this in the past where multiple times I've called for officers. Nobody has showed up. The only instance that they did show up was when they took Aziz in the courtroom, took the statement of when they slashed the tires. And that's why you see me in the picture with a knife, because as I was trying to get the employee that I struck with the wrench, because he fell out of the vehicle, Dundee tried to attack me with his vehicle. That's why I had the knife out. Then I told my employee to get him in the shop so we could wait for the cops, and that's when the cops showed up.
Okay, does that conclude your testimony?
Yeah.
All right. Defense, any follow-up questions for your client?
You betcha, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Pistone, in your testimony, a car collided with the air compressor and someone got out of the vehicle, just to set the stage of where we're at.
Correct.
Did you perceive this person as an immediate threat?
Of course, because they just try to ram a vehicle into the air compressor, which would have caused catastrophic damage and could have potentially critically injured us, or worse, more killed us.
Understood. Did you order these people to vacate the premises before violence
Yes, multiple
occurred?
times. I told them to leave. I want nothing to do with them, and it just kept escalating. And that the only thing I had was the fear of me and my employees, and I felt like the only thing I could do was stand my ground. And it was shitty of me, but it was the only way I felt like I could have de-escalated it, and that's why I did what I did.
Understood, Mr. Pistone. Let's see here. Wanted to touch on the conversation you had with Mr. Dundee earlier in the day. Did you go to Mosley's to pick up parts?
Yes, I went to pick up parts and tires for the shop for the day. Like I said right before we had that meeting, when I did, Dundee started conversating with me. I never said I wanted him down at the shop to talk with him. I don't agree with the way he does things. I just want to have a business where I could help out the people of Los Santos, and that's what I try to do. Ever since day one that I opened up the shop, it's been an ongoing issue with him because he knows he has a competitor, and he is very feared about us because we have better prices than him, and that's why he's so aggressive with the shop and does everything in his power to shut it down on his own, which is trying to blow the shop up, take out my paint shop. I don't even know what went through his head with that because I don't even own a paint shop. So I think half of the times he's drunk, if you ask me.
Objection.
What's your objection, officer?
This is hearsay.
It's not, but it is a tricky objection of more prejudicial than probative.
My apologies.
Which I will sustain. Any comments about the state of inebriation or character of Dundee will be stricken from the record.
My apologies, Your Honor.
Not a problem. You may continue.
Yeah, so what were you saying, Mr. Attorney Man?
I think that was concluding the answer to my question. The follow-up question I had to that. So, in your opinion, you never invited Mr. Dundee into your shop?
Never did I ever invite him down there because I don't want him at my shop, because every time he has been to my shop, it's just been nothing but chaos and trying to take our shop down. So why would I invite an individual to my shop if all he's been doing is try to take my shop out? There's literally no sense in that.
Understood. Have you ever had to trespass Mr. Dundee off the property of your shop in the past?
I've tried many a times. Offices are very busy. They're very short-staffed. I had no EMS to come the first time when he went flying out of his windshield and landed on top of the paint booth. So out of the goodness out of my heart, even though he tried to take my shop out, I didn't want him to bleed out, and I brought him to the hospital on my own, even though after what he did to the shop.
Understood. After the perceived aggressor, in this case, after the air compressor was struck by a wrench, did you care for him?
Yes, I told my employees immediately to get him, bring him in the shop, and provide medical attention for him until EMS or cops got there.
Okay. Did you notify the first responders via 911?
Yes, I did. My exact response to 911 was, "Please help. Dundee is back and trying to blow up my shop again."
Understood. So other than the tires being slashed and the air compressor being damaged today, are there any other instances in which
the slashing tires happened about, I would say, over a week ago, and that's the only that's the only report I have on file with the PD with Mr. Aziz. And if I can say this, and Dundee did state that he never did anything to attack me or my shop.
Objection, hearsay.
He said it himself.
He did indeed say it under testimony. It is not hearsay. That objection is overruled.
So again, Dundee said he never attacked my shop, but I do have a filed statement with the police that he did.
Understood. And to clarify, what was your reasoning for entering the canals after the altercation at Popular Body Works?
The reason why the altercation happened is because they try to get him out of there.
May I rebut, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
I'm asking for his reason to directly providing context to the question in order to direct the witness's testimonial response is not leading in and of itself. I'm still asking for his recollection.
All right. In this case, I am going to agree with Mr. Ackers, and the objection is overruled. You may continue with your
So
answer,
again,
Mr. Stone.
the reason why I knew exactly what Dundee was going to do, because he's done it in the past when he's violently attacked my shop, is he just tries to attack it, try to take my shop down so it's not operational, and then dip out before cops come. So I knew if I got a hold of the employee that I hit over the head with the wrench, I would be able to have cops down there, and they would have nothing else to lie about, because I have one of them in custody in the sense of like a citizen's arrest. But I made sure he got medical attention instantly. That's why when I tried to tell my employees to get him, I took the knife out, because Dundee tried striking me with the vehicle, and it was my only defense at the time.
Understood. I don't believe I have any follow-on questions, but I'd defer to my sponsoring attorney.
All right.
Yo, Mimi, thank you for the 32, man. Oh, my fucking throat is killing me, chat. I did not want to do this. Holy fuck. And Your Honor, my apologies for speaking softly. It just, my throat is
No,
going
Your
through
Honor, we do not
laryngitis.
have any further questions
No
for Vinny at this
problem,
time.
Mr.
We cede to
Stone.
Cross.
Thank you. You mentioned a knife in this case
Officer
scenario.
Bones,
Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
they may have told you that you may proceed, but I have not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm going back over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Prosecution, when you are ready, you may proceed with cross-examination.
Yeah, thank you. You mentioned a knife.
Yes.
In this case scenario, after being able to like think about what happened and everything, did you hit the guy with a wrench or a knife?
I hit him with a wrench, correct.
Okay, and then you pulled out your knife afterwards? Or
Yes, when
before?
Dundee tried striking me with the vehicle, and that's why Dundee has that picture, is because he tried to take the individual. I whipped out my knife because I was in fear for my life that he was going to strike me with the vehicle. It was my only defense I had, and that's why he has that picture.
Okay. Where did you strike the individual, the victim, with the wrench?
By the air compressor when he got out, and the bickering was back and forth.
Okay. Stand by. Let me talk to Aziz over here. Got anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that Manuka honey for sure. I just been using my local honey.
All right. So just in that picture in the evidence, can you explain how the victim's body was there in that picture?
I mean, if I remember correctly, he was just laying there because he was in the vehicle, then he was out of the vehicle. Because, sorry for saying this, but, you know, Dundee ain't the brightest tool in the tool shed, and I don't know what he does, but his body fell out of the vehicles when I told my employees to grab the individual.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get the story. How did he end up where by the air compressor, which is inside the shop, to the canals?
They tried taking his body. So I don't know how he ended up back on the ground, but when I ran there is where I seen the body, and I told my employees immediately to grab the body and bring it inside until cops came.
I'm going to submit an objection of vague to that testimony given. Could the witness please clarify who they are in this instance?
Yeah, that's sustained. Please clarify, Mr. Pistone.
Dundee and his posse, that the crew that came to try blow up the shop. Those are the individuals that I'm speaking about.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I add something to my testimony, Your Honor, if possible?
Your testimony is finished at this time. If the prosecution has any further questions, you may answer those, but that is it.
Okay.
What steps did you take in order to
Oh, I
give
love
him
you,
warnings
Bones.
to leave?
Objection asked and answered.
I just want to hear exact steps. In his testimony, he mentioned that he could not, or he just told them to leave and they didn't. I just want to know if that was his only step or not.
Okay. Well, normally I would agree with asked and answered. I would actually appreciate this TLDR, so I am going to overrule the objection in this instance and ask Mr. Pistone to answer the question.
That's not a
Understood, Your
problem.
Honor. Thank
Can I
you.
proceed, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
After we were done with our meeting, when we heard the big loud collision, we went downstairs. All of our employees, we were bickering back and forth with them, telling the media to leave. There was just a bunch of shouting. They didn't care. They didn't care what we had to say. We kept going back and forth, telling them to leave multiple times. They did not listen. In that instant, I feared for my life of myself and my employees in the shop that they were going to attempt to do it again. And that's why I did what I did with the wrench.
Okay. When they were in the shop, were they in the side of vehicle, or were they outside the vehicle?
Dundee was in the vehicle with his counterpart. The other individual got out of the vehicle.
Okay, the individual is the victim in this situation?
Correct.
Okay. Did the victim, was he running towards you in any way? Was he running away? What was he doing?
He was in my
whenever
face
you hit him?
when we were bickering back and forth.
Okay.
And at that time, I thought Dundee was going to strike again, and I felt like the only way to get this stopped was to stand my ground for my shop and my employees, for the safety of us, and that's why I hit him with the wrench. And I just wanted to make known to you, Bones, if you're listening, I was compliant about this the whole time with you, and I was the one that told you I wanted to come to this to make sure we could see some change to the law.
I do recall. Just stand by for a second.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get out, chat. That's what I wanted the judge to hear.
Whenever you were moving the downed individual, was it you that was moving it, or who was it?
No, it was one of the employees.
Wait, objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant. He's not being charged with anything but assault with a deadly today is not relevant to the charges at hand.
No, and I'm going to sustain that one.
Okay, no further questions.
All right. In that case, Mr. Pistone, you may step down. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Defense, is there anything you would like to point out or bring attention to in the report or evidence before I deliberate?
Oh, you betcha, Your Honor. All right, so we want to highlight two pieces of evidence under testimony that we heard here today. Specifically, the only testimony we heard today that was not corroborated by the PD was Aaron Dundee's multiple times. A notable one was, I'm an expert on knives. It was a knife, versus the wrench testimony by every other person who testified before the court today. As such, we hope the court does not find his testimony credible. The other one is that the evidence in the report, specifically the tire slashing, please do have a look at that, as that was corroborated by both both the client, the additional witnesses testifying on his behalf, and the PD.
What? In reference to the
report. In reference to the report, not your testimony.
Report.
Sorry, let me make that clear. The police report on the tire slashing, that is in evidence.
Is that in evidence?
You sent that to me.
Which
That's
tire
not
slashing?
the tire slashing is not in evidence. That's a whole different report.
A report or everything like that is not mentioned in evidence, nor was it brought up.
Never mind. Ignore that. Strike that last part, Your Honor. Apologies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the perjury with Dundee? About saying, oh fuck, you can't even mention it.
I already brought up.
Yeah.
One more point is just from highlighting testimony. There are times, Your Honor, when damage to property brings with it an inherent bodily harm as the immediate and present consequence, and we hope the courts considers that when reviewing the testimony and evidence provided here today.
And that this is a series of aggravated events that can contribute to the defendant in this case's perspective of what is and is not an immediate threat to his property and his employees.
On his own safety, he's in the building.
All right. With that in mind, I am calling this into recess while I go deliberate. While deliberating, Judge Norman Adams is in charge.
Son of a bitch, I'm in charge?
Yup.
Was there ever food delivered?
No, but I'm starving. I'm about to.
I'm starving too.
Yeah, I'm about to fall over.
I'm about to fall over as well.
Does someone have any food?
Yes, I'll be a minute.
My stomach hurts.
Yes, I'll come.
The water fountains worked, or like spit soda.
What's up, boys? How we doing, huh?
Water fountain spit soda?
She's gonna beat me.
I just wish they were.
Dude, that fucking paralegal's hot shit.
Bro, we literally. Do you see the paralegal? Do we see the attorneys we have for the business?
Oh my fucking
I was
day.
not swinging it. That's the
Bro, I
weird
just want to go in and commit
part.
crimes so people will take me in here.
Vinny, where you at?
Shit.
What's up, Norman?
I don't know. I walked up to the gavel and it just started swinging.
What's up, brother?
Here. I got you some food.
Alright.
Since you can't leave, right?
Yeah, and I noticed that you got called from Dundee, and I just want to point out that he made sure he did what he did purposely, so you didn't preside over the case, just to give you a heads up. I just.
I knew exactly. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Because
I knew exactly what I was doing in return.
I appreciate that, but it's like Norman. I cannot tell you. I've been dealing with this for about 2 weeks now with this guy. I'm just trying to run a business. I know I have a past, but I'm just trying to do the right thing now. Trying to help the people out, and this guy just won't let up because I'm taking his business from him, and he's just afraid that the next up is going to be the contracts with PD and EMS, and that's why he's escalating to what he's doing. And it's like, why just let it just be, and that's why there's a competitor out there.
I apologize.
Norman, are you sure you don't have any food? Norman?
I just gave the food I had to Vinny, since he's like, of the people that are here, he's the one that can't leave. Right?
And you're gonna get this.
What?
Is there vending machines close by, Your Honor?
No. Nope. There's a gas station about 3 blocks away.
There you go.
I was so
Damn it.
hungry.
Yeah, I mean, the judge said she's gonna be a minute. You guys
I
can
love
go if you
taters.
need,
You know, this is like
but,
the best gift you could give me.
You know.
Oh, easy. Now I know your weak point. I got it.
No,
Boil them, mash
eat
them, stick
before
them
you
in a
come in,
stew.
type deal.
Mr.
fries
Patrick,
at
I'm
the
gonna go
spot.
run and get some food.
I understand, Jonathan. Listen, I'm gonna pay you for today. You finally earned it. I mean, you earned your name, and now you've earned your money.
It's entirely volunteer, but I appreciate the
Chat, watch. Vinny's gonna rob.
I hear a lot of unpaid
Vinny's gonna
testimony.
rob Siobhan from Murphy
It works.
Watch. He did it. He did an amazing job.
He did though.
I am actually blown away how good he is.
Yeah, you're amazing, man.
Yeah, you know, 3 days one-on-one training with me, and look at that. That's all you need.
You realize you created a monster, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you
No,
created-
I'm
you-
Frankenstein, and that's my monster.
Yeah,
Wait, no, I'm Dr. Frankenstein.
No, you're doctor. You're the doctor.
I'm
He's
doctor.
Frankenstein.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, you actually fucking. I'm so happy I went with you. Like when I found you that day. Oh my, this is part.
I'm
This
so
could-
happy that you got to witness the creation of It's Alive.
Yeah, honestly, I would be very scared for the prosecution if you're a defense attorney. I would be shitting my pants if I was on the prosecution side.
I feel bad for them. That's why I don't take the claws out too much, because it's not fair. And like, you
Yeah.
know, it's supposed to be a fair trial.
I mean, with you there, that's not going to be fair. I'm sorry.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you don't
You know, Murphy
become
did say one true thing about me, and that's that I'm a fucking killer. When someone exposes their carotid to me, I bite.
Yeah, well, I think you should keep being a lawyer because you're enjoying it too much, and I need you on my side at all times.
Hey, what's going
That retainer is for life. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Just making
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
we'll be
between
back.
me and you,
We're running. Double time.
Murphy ain't got shit on you, to be honest. All the
Wait,
years
for
I had,
real?
all the years I had him
No.
as my attorney.
No.
I'm just,
Nuh-uh.
I'm not gonna say because I would say right in front of his face, he literally has shit on you, and I'm just gonna be real. I've had him for like 6 fucking years as my lawyer, and you literally devoured him in a matter of a day.
Do you think he didn't want me to run against him for president of the Bar Association because I would slaughter?
Slaughter is not a word. It would be an annihilation.
He was holding me back confidentially.
Yeah, that's your husband.
That's a bad husband.
For everyone in the gallery,
Oh,
real
I
quick,
gotta file for
the
divorce.
judge is going to be deliberating. She
Oh,
said she's
please,
gonna
that would
take
make
a few
my
minutes.
day.
If any of you are
I can't wait for
hungry
him to
or you
submit the
need
financial
food,
statements of those offshore
there
accounts and
is a
expose him for
convenience
tax
store
evading.
that's just up the road on it.
And then we'll go on a nice
Where you
trip
can go to get food. Should you so? Huh?
On his dime?
on his dime.
Oh, she's gonna take a little bit. I'm just letting you
I'm
know.
loving this. This is perfect. I love this.
I love this for us.
But you guys are free to step out.
Yeah,
to the
this is
convenience store and
gonna be
go get
good. This
food
is
if
gonna
you
be
so
good.
need. So you're aware. I
This
don't
is
want anyone
beginning of
starving in here.
something beautiful, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Your Honor.
Norman, is there anywhere I could use the bathroom?
No, they, as lovely of a job as they did here with this building, they didn't put any working bathrooms in.
I'm gonna.
Take a bottle of the corner or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab this bottle right here. I'll be back.
There's a yellow Gatorade bottle over there.
Chat, I'll be right back. I'll put some music on for you guys.
I don't know. I forget how long it's been too long. Anybody here need food? Any of y'all?
Do you have water?
Yeah. Over here.
I just need water. I can't drink soda because I have an ulcer.
There you go.
We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
I heard that you can't drink soda. Fuck. My bad.
There you go.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. Just don't tell my doctor, okay? About my
Yeah,
ulcer.
let me give this guy's
Drinking
bird.
the soda.
Yeah, but God forbid you get. That also might be bad.
Yeah, it'd be really uncomfortable if I cough up blood later.
Yeah. Don't drink it.
I drink some water with it.
Yeah, I'll get you
God
that
damn
after.
it.
Let me get these
I'm
hamburgers
fine.
out
I'm
now.
fine for now.
Control the
You know
water.
what if I water it down?
No, it's still the syrup is
I'll
not
wait
good.
for the ice to melt, and then I'll drink it slowly, and I'll see if it hurts my
Shake it up and then make sure it's flat too.
All right, who needs water?
So it's not
yeah,
carbonated.
Carbonation, that's the problem. Okay, I'll just wait for this to go flat.
Yeah.
That'll take, what, 6 hours?
No, just shake it up.
There you go. Anybody else?
Sorry, I think I have tinnitus. I stood next to the bass at a Cheap Trick concert when I was
There you
7. I heard a bunch of ringing. in my
Okay.
ears.
Food?
Tinnitus, yeah.
You need water
Yeah.
too?
Whatever that means.
Who lets somebody stand next to a bass when they're a
Yeah, I can
child
help you all in a
at a
second.
concert? That's
I
going to
guess
screw
your
up their hearing
parents
for
did.
life. Damn.
There's water.
But it's Ireland. They were drunk.
Oh well, the Irish, they like to party, and you like your steak and potatoes too,
What's up?
Nobody parties like the Irish.
and you like your Guinness.
I really, really do enjoy a good stout Guinness. All right, hear me out. It kind of tastes like soy sauce.
I'm not a big fan of Guinness, I'll be honest.
Do you not like soy sauce?
Yeah, I like soy sauce.
But not enough to drink it.
No, never.
Yeah, okay, that's probably where Guinness is for you then.
I'll tell you, Jonathan,
What about
you
whiskey?
earned.
Catholic
Oh, I
whiskey?
love whiskey.
Catholic whiskey though, right? No Protestant whiskey? No, promise me, Vinny, no Protestant whiskey.
What's Protestant whiskey?
What's the difference?
One of them is made by papists and the other one is not.
Oh, okay, and who's the companies that don't make the? I'm so confused. Isn't whiskey just fucking whiskey?
False. Make sure you're drinking Jameson.
Oh,
None of that wild
100%.
turkey shit that's made by Protestants.
Oh, hell no.
Alright, just making sure.
I'm interested. I'm curious if the honorable Miss Gatsby is willing to make a case finding of this and amend legislation, or if she would have to talk to a chief justice before such a thing can be done.
I missed most of it. Fill me in.
How did you say, Jonathan?
I wonder.
I do that with him a lot, you know. He's getting,
sorry.
as I told you, he's getting speech therapy. You know, but you know what my plan is for him. Vinny? Can I tell you? Can I
What?
just tell you my evil plan is for him? He's gonna
I'm scared.
stutter up in the cells after he's been found new speech therapy strategies
Easy.
to overcome it, and then he's gonna come to the courtroom and it's gonna fucking be good. The cops are gonna feel hustled.
Listen, you two are like the fucking dynamic duo. Don't ever split up. I'm so happy I got used on retainer for life.
Yep, locked in at your rate.
Oh, Jesus, I even get the special rate.
You didn't realize that? That was literally a limited time offer. People who took advantage of it, good job, because it's 500 this week. As of Sunday, it goes up to 1,000, and then I might have to close it down for a while because I just can't handle the business by myself.
Yeah, but I'm the special one, so that's all that matters.
You got locked in. See, you know why? Because you appreciated me.
Yes, I always have.
Or other people. Where?
Viking, it's
So,
not
I
about that,
reward-
man. It's
I
about the
reward
RP.
Those who are loyal.
I appreciate that.
Early investor, early returns.
Yeah, man, it's about the RP. It's not about how fast in and out of... Bro, it's about the RP that we create, man.
Jonathan, you are literally so fucking good. Like, I don't know what I didn't deserve you.
I'm going to be honest, I was a little weary about you at first, Jonathan, but then I said, no, Siobhan, she would never hire somebody that's not capable.
I only hire good help.
Yeah, and then after when you started, brother, I'm not going to lie, I had to hide my boner from Siobhan because it was literally bouncing off the fucking desk because of what you were doing.
Well, thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, you're amazing. Just keep it up.
Birth of a young god. God, I feel like I just watched the birth of Venus.
Yeah.
'Cause that was fucking beauty
Yeah.
and poetry in the
I
courtroom.
would say Goliath, to be honest.
Goliath, yeah. He's kind of a David in a Goliath. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, today's RP has been amazing, Chad. I gotta admit, today's RP has been absolutely amazing. You see, and you gotta understand, Chad, what this promotes even more is to show Dundee that Chip...
Glad we got that food because I
Yeah, I almost passed the fuck out.
while.
It's all right. I would have gave you CPR if you needed it. Don't worry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm low-key worried about my heart giving out, so
No,
I really
no,
do.
I would
thank
have
you.
took care of
You'll
that for you.
You'll keep my lungs with oxygen so I don't get brain damage because I need this brain. This brain is the moneymaker.
I would have took care of that in a heartbeat.
Thank you.
So, Chad, this is what it promotes even more with the RP.
Did Mr. Dundee and the Mosleys employees leave?
Oh, they know they're fucked, and on top of
Yeah,
it,
they know they're.
I want to make sure there's criminal charges brought upon them. That's what I want.
So they were foreseeing impending doom.
Give me one
You're
second.
a place of business.
Yep.
Started fucking problems.
But the thing that it promotes, Chad, even more is that now Dundee knows that even though he had Chip in the past with BBMC, is that now Chip is on his own. And now the way this could even progress is that Dundee could go after Chip. there's so much story that built from this, and it showed a lot of people's true colors and who's loyal to who. And now I know like that Chip and the mechanics are loyal to us, and it just like it basically Vinny has a lot more trust for Chip. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot that came from this, a lot that nobody
Those
realizes.
who live in glass houses cannot throw stones.
Yes,
And I prefer to say, let he who is without
Yeah,
sin
so if
cast the
Dundee
first
gets
stone.
brought up on criminal charges, yeah, he'll be
Yes,
fucked.
I was just hoping that there was
Vinny,
somebody.
you're a baptized Catholic, aren't you?
Yes, 100%.
Already an
Baptized,
improvement on my last
communion,
husband.
confirmation.
Wow, such an improvement on my last husband. I had to baptize him myself.
No. I've been baptized from a baby.
What's your confirmation name?
Giovanni.
I might love you. Oh, oh no, my heart is in a tizzy. Oh shit.
I was hoping that there was somebody in the hierarchy above Mr.
that dream
Dundee,
team over there.
and we
God
could
damn.
inform them of the results and the findings.
Oh,
of
and
the-
get him fired.
Precisely.
Look at this. Look at these two over there. What the fuck?
That's.
I gotta go
that's-
talk to the
Some sort of
officers.
FTC.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Hey, Bones, you said that you have up to 30 days to with criminal charges
Yeah.
on Dundee, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. Statute of limitation is 30 days.
And Aziz, don't think I took anything to heart when you objected and stuff. I know you had to do your job as prosecution.
Oh, we were getting screamed at, dude. We were
No,
getting
it's
fucking
fine.
Screamed
It's
at by
fine.
the peanut gallery down here.
It's fine. You did what you had to do. I understand why you had to
You're
do
a
it.
piece
So,
of shit for getting that fucking paralegal out there, though. I'll tell you that much. That
Bro,
guy.
do you know
I-
that I didn't even
that
know
guy
about
is
this guy?
Good.
Good?
I don't know.
Good? You better get him on your fucking side if
And
you
we
want me to
already-
be honest with you.
Nah, he's gonna be my DA. I tell you that much. That's for
Bro,
damn
the
sure.
guy is he's literally
He's getting on
fucking
payroll.
cracked. I didn't even, do you know I just met him right before the trial?
I never seen him before. I ain't even been to trial in 6 years, dude. I'm rusty with this shit.
But
To be honest,
like I literally just met him while I was walking in the courtroom. That's the
The
first time I
last
met
bench
him.
trial I had was like somebody arguing about an S plus boost or some shit. You know, like it's a lot different than this.
Yeah, he's. Oh no, Aziz, I was saying, don't think I took anything to heart that you had to like
no,
object
no,
and stuff.
no.
Like I know you had to do your job, but I did not know the power of that paralegal. Fuck me, he's insane.
That motherfucker? Oh my god. Who the hell is he? I want him. I'm citing him.
So the problem is that he is actually with Siobhan's legal team.
Now we poaching him. Now we're poaching.
I'm taking him. We're
Uh,
taking
pay
him. He's
more.
coming to us. I'm
He
putting
ain't
him on
signed no
retainer.
contracts,
I'm
bro.
paying him way more than you will,
Give him a
okay? I'm
contract.
telling.
Listen, he's on my retainer for life. He already told me.
Nah, we'll give him a contract. No, it's over.
My
We'll pay more.
contract, my
Get him a nice
contract's
car,
already
police
signed.
issued car.
He ain't signed shit. Hell no, he didn't sign shit.
Oh, he's
I'm telling
already
you,
signed
we're
He
for
good.
life.
destroyed me. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel I need to go back home. I need to sit, open a book, read.
I just told
don't-
Captain
fuck
we
those.
need classes. We need
Yes, we do.
classes because
Bro,
like,
I ain't gonna lie.
they don't teach you this shit in academy.
I literally had a fucking fear boner when he was going in, bro. I'm not gonna fucking even lie about it. Like I couldn't
What's his
believe.
name? What's his name? Just so I know.
Yeah,
What's
John.
his- just
First
some-
name only is Jonathan.
Jonathan. Oh, Mr. Jonathan. Let me see on the yellow pages here. I'm offering him something big. Okay, good money.
I mean, I'll be honest. You just got penetrated with no lube. I'll be real.
I know. No, I know. It feels
No,
like
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
What do you mean?
I
No,
mean,
no.
We didn't get penetrated. We no. Come
You
on.
got obliterated. Your asshole
know.
is like
Over for
right
him.
now.
Hell no.
Right now, your
Hell no.
asshole is literally like the
No,
Grand
no, no,
Canyon.
no.
That's how
I give
wide it
myself
is
more
right now.
respect than that.
Oh,
I
no,
give
not
myself
that
more
bad.
respect.
Not that.
Bro,
we
right now,
we
if you
did okay.
right, listen,
okay, we
right
did
now,
okay.
if
we
you
got
would,
one objection, now.
motherfucker, if
Two,
you bend
two,
over right now, you would
two,
hear an
we got
echo out of
two.
your asshole
We
what
got
he
like
did
three.
to
we
you.
got 2 objections granted. What did you
Bones,
get?
don't even Bones. Right now, you bend over. That should be echoing right now what he did to
No,
you, bro.
it wouldn't. We didn't. I mean, we didn't fuck up.
It
That. I
was-
mean, we
it-
didn't. Come on.
I'll be honest.
Come on.
I don't even think you're in the wrong, Mr. Pistone.
Oh no, 100%. I
Yeah,
wasn't.
that's
Like
that's why I wasn't really against.
No, but for
per
real
se.
though, did you have a knife or a wrench? Not
A
that it
wrench.
even matters.
I
'cause
had
it's
both.
assault with the deadly. That's what I don't get. Everybody's arguing knife or wrench, knife or wrench. That's their main thing. But it's both assault with the deadly. What's it matter? What's it matter
I mean,
to
it's
them?
not assault with a deadly. If I was standing ground, my ground.
If it
That,
was
you know,
self-defense.
it was pure self-defense.
Yeah, but I'm saying just based on they were so stuck up on it was a wrench, it was the knife. It don't matter. The charge is still the same either way.
If
I'm
he
just
was hit,
talking
he
about
was
the
hit.
peanut gallery.
No,
not
yeah.
for
Oh, the
us.
peanut
Just-
gallery was going crazy. I
Oh,
was
it
about to
was
smack him.
It was the most
But turn
annoying
around
thing
and
in my
baton all
life.
over, man.
I just wanted to like just snap on him, but my captain would get mad at me.
It's
so I
funny.
started,
Where
like, cussing him out.
where did Dundee disappear to, huh?
Oh, he said he's probably stabbing a cop right now, probably.
What?
Because he's mad. He's mad at us and all that. We're like,
no,
I'm never speaking to a cop again.
Oh, fuck, that's bad.
I mean, and
Nah, he
that,
probably ain't.
and I'll be honest, and
But,
that's
like,
why you should tell your captains to switch over your contracts to fucking
all right,
Popular
calm
Motor.
down now. Get it back to your side.
Okay, go
You're
get
getting
yourself
a little too much
licensed
dip on
first
your
and then
chip.
we'll talk.
What do you
You're getting
mean?
too much dip on
We
your chip.
literally we have the best prices, and we beat
They
beat their prices. Why would you?
It's about the consistency. Oh, she's
What?
back. You better go on your side. She's back.
Everyone was super well behaved while you were gone.
Yeah, I think this is it, bro.
Hey, can you take off your mask in the courtroom?
Thank you.
He's fine.
Oh, okay.
This guy's fine?
Yeah,
The judge, the judge.
All right.
Reggie's fine. Leave him alone.
Thank you.
All right, we're calling this back into session. This one is an interesting one because it brings up issues that I have discussed frequently with members of the public, including one that's here right now, of the extent and limitations of stand your ground with property. And while I wholeheartedly believe that the attacks on Mr. Pistone's business
Oh, again,
have
found
been
guilty.
enough to warrant a reasonable fear for his life and the life of his employees, I have to look at the evidence as to if stand your ground can still apply. In this case, we have testimony from Dundee that contradicts all other testimony in this case, and testimony from Mr. Pistone which contradicts itself in where Manny, Mr. Ramirez, was at the time of the attack. Therefore, in making my decision, I am relying entirely on the evidence submitted, which shows Mr. Ramirez incapacitated in the canals with no medical testimony stating
I literally
whether
explained that I
was
took him
blunt
from
force
Dundee.
trauma
What?
or a penetrating wound that put Mr.
We never
Ramirez
heard
in
anything that
a
had you do it. We didn't have any
incapacitated
testimony about it happening.
state. There is nothing to corroborate or deny either conflicting testimony. Therefore, based on the evidence, I do believe that Mr. Pistone pursued Mr. Ramirez into the canals where he was incapacitated. The pursuing of Mr. Ramirez is what nulls and voids stand your ground in this instance. And as such, Mr. Pistone will be found guilty of assault with a deadly. He will be given time served.
I'm not even going to
the
ask why.
fine as outlined.
Now this
in
is
the
ridiculous. Because what about when I go for my business
However, I
license?
just
We're
want
gonna
to say
ask
one
one
more
question.
time for clarity that
What about the
had
other
Mr.
witnesses
Pistone
at place?
not pursued Mr. Ramirez in this incident, as the evidence suggests, I wholeheartedly believe that stand your ground would
Once
have
you change
applied here
from
due to
the victim
the damage
to the
and threat to the
aggressor,
property,
how many times
translating
have I heard
to
Crane
an
say
immediate
those
inherent
words that you no longer have
threat
stand your
to
ground
the
apply?
life and well-being of Mr. Pistone and his employees. That is the ruling of this court, and the case is adjourned. Thank you.
I'm so confused.
Your Honor, I would just like to ask. My client is a business owner, and when he applies for a business license, when available by this state, we're wondering if this is going to be. Is there going to be opportunities for him to perhaps have this removed from his record to not be held against him?
That is a wonderful question that will be answered once there is a city council to create rules, regulations, and expectations for businesses as well as expungements moving forward.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I guess nice guys do finish last, huh?
Fucking vote. Vote. Vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Any questions, feel free to approach.
Yes, Your Honor.
I got
Yeah,
no questions.
I have a question.
Why do you guys have questions? Why would you
I have a question.
Okay,
So,
Why is
yeah,
Dundee
first
even
come, first
here,
serve.
please?
okay. Look, my question is this: I quite literally, the evidence that I supposedly drove a car into a building and tried to blow up a gas canister is supported by what evidence other than a fucking statement? Because I'm sorry, there's no picture of a car being damaged. There's no picture of this damage even. No, there's no photo of the damage. I
Yes,
didn't
there
do
was.
any of that. There was a photo of the damage?
Yes, from the air compressor.
Was it
Not
submitted? Your Honor?
submitted into
Yeah.
evidence. It was only testimony.
Just testified, yeah.
However,
Like,
3 agreeing testimonies is enough to make it believable.
Seems like
oh,
you.
so only 3?
Given there's a 2-witness limit, how would you like to get him above 3?
Okay, 3 people. Noted. Thank you.
All right.
Your Honor, I have a question for you. When you stated that I was the aggressor, it was I told you exact, like I said in my testimony, like where I hit him, and then I made sure so they didn't get away again, because that's what they normally do when they attack the shop, and I had it multiple times done, and no cops ever show up, is the reason why I brought him into the shop, so I can have police come there and physically see that these were the people that did it. That's why I'm very confused about the whole part that I went after him, that I never went after him. I just
It's also in your testimony that Dundee tried to and failed at taking Manny's body, so there was the contradiction there.
Yeah, but I
which
don't
led
know-
me to believe that the photographic evidence held more weight than the verbal testimony.
Yeah, so the thing is that I don't know how his body got out of the vehicle after I went and ran towards the canal, so they didn't get away again. I just wanted them off of the property is the original reason why I ran there. But then when I seen the opportunity that the body was on the ground is where I brought him to the shop. So it wasn't really that I was an aggressor. It was more I was just seeing if they left, and then it was, oh, look, that guy Manny is on the ground. I have an opportunity to now to show the cops that these are the people that are constantly doing this. That's why I'm a little confused about the whole thing about me being an aggressor, that I just went there physically to make sure they left the area. And then when I seen that Manny was on the ground, I said, this is a perfect opportunity to me to prove to the cops the 3rd time over that they have done this. That's why I'm a little upset in the sense of, like, I'm trying to just be a good businessman. I'm trying to do the right thing for civilians in the city, and now I have on my record felony with a deadly weapon, assault with a deadly weapon, that it's something that I didn't even do because I was just trying to save my business. And that's where it really stings, because I'm trying to apply and do all the right things for a business opportunity, and now it kind of puts a pause on that because I have a felony on my record. I mean, is there any way we could like have it adjusted to like brandish and something like? Because it's just like
I drop to a regular assault with
I made sure to do the right thing and follow proper procedures. And like I said, the only reason why I ran to that canal was to make sure they left the area. And when I just seen Manny's body is when I knew I could have my evidence for the police, because they haven't showed up 2 times prior when they did the same attacks on my business.
Okay. Officer Aziz, are you petitioning to have this dropped to assault and battery?
If you can give me a moment to speak with my partner, if we can come to an agreement on this could be a possibility.
As long as that's
Alright.
okay with you, Your Honor.
I did not adjourn this with prejudice, so if you would like to petition for it to be dropped, I will hear it.
Okay,
All right.
just one moment. Let me speak to my partner.
Yep.
You know,
I have a follow-up question, Your Honor. If you could come over here, I could speak to you privately about it.
Sure.